Period poverty is a global problem, and for the longest time, millions of women and girls have been held back. And because of this desperate situation, many of them have been forced to have transactional sex for pads in order to obtain menstrual hygiene products.
Yeah, we start menstruation.
Period poverty is a global problem. This can be defined as the lack of access to safe and hygienic menstrual products during monthly periods and inaccessibility to basic sanitation services or facilities, as well as menstrual hygiene education.
We are here to empower you as a leader.
Millions of women and girls are being held back and even endangered by not being able to afford basic menstrual care. This reaches far and wide, having a negative impact not just on girls and women, but the society at large. Lack of access to proper sanitary products forces 65% of Kenyan females to miss school and work. It lowers their self-esteem. They remain homebound for at least 1 week of each month, reinforcing the cycle of poverty.
I was a girl who was abandoned. I didn't have even underwears. Life was so bad when thinking about it.
Innovators have attempted to create a solution to this predicament away from the costly, mass-produced sanitary pads. Now, they are washable, reusable pads. Days for Girls International in Kenya, which started in 2015, is an initiative committed to improving women's health through environmentally responsible action with beautiful menstrual health product that's built to last at least 2 years.
Hii ndo inaitwa Shield.
Through education, empowerment, and sustainability, DFT aims to work towards ending period poverty.
Every day, a girl is starting their menstruation. So if you see a girl has messed up her cloth, it's because they didn't know. It started today, so she doesn't even have an idea about it. So the reason why we are working with them is to make it, like, to break the taboos.
Christine Hatima, the founder of Days for Girls is a real enterprise, recalls a journey when she started a menstruation. A difficult journey as it has been for many girls, which has at the end motivated her into keeping other girls in school by making the reusable pads.
My mom abandoned me when I was only 5 years. So growing up, I grew up with my grandmother, and when I reached menstruation, adolescence, I was too young. I didn't show any features of showing that I could have started my period. So when I started, I was in school, and my teacher just told me, because I was messed up, and my teacher just told me, like, can you go home and prepare yourself? She didn't tell me what I was going to prepare myself for. So I went home and I found my mom was there, my stepmom was there, and she looked at me and she was like, why are you at home at this time? And I said, like, every time I go to pee, I'm peeing blood. And she laughed, like, are you playing with boys? Like, for her, she thought I was raped. So that is what she thought. And then she never said anything. So I went to the house and she said, like, go up, do your things. Like, go to the river, plant vegetables, you know, those kind of work that we do back at home. So I did those and nobody said anything about it. Right now I look back and sometimes I feel bad. Like, I have aunties, I have people. Why didn't anybody tell me, like, Christine, you are menstruating, like, go take water, go wash yourself. Like, I was just walking on the road with my dress dirty and nobody said anything about it. So I know what it means not to have period, not to have something to manage your period. And when I didn't have it, sometimes I would go and hide in maize plantation.
The program has benefited thousands of girls across the country by keeping them in school.
So our pad is a washable pad, so it gives girls more days in school, more days to enjoy the journey of dignity. And even for the young mothers who are still under the age of menstruation, it gives them more days to do their things, more days to enjoy the journey of menstruation. It is so hard and difficult when a woman doesn't have a dignity kit. So that is what we have been doing, and mostly we go to schools, we go to churches, we go to refugees to make sure that every girl everywhere, she matters. So it doesn't matter where she is, we go there, because we know when we got her, we have really empowered her, and she will have more days just and have grades.
These pads are made from cotton and are entirely eco-friendly and significantly cheaper than alternatives, generating employment for hundreds of women in underprivileged part of Kenya that make these reusable sanitary pads.
There are those who are doing the liners, and then there's those who are doing the overlock, the final product. So when we are done, we are going to package them according to the customer's taste. So like this one is a Smart Starter Kit. This one is a Pod Plus. This one we call it a Pod Plus. And then we have this one. This one we call it a Supreme Kit. This is a Supreme Kit, and then this is a Pod. The difference is the packaging and the prices.
Nelson Widambila, one of the men who works at the Real Days for Girls in Nairobi, says that having seen the challenges faced by the girls in the society prompted him to be part of the solution to the problem that girls face.
I was inspired, like you are in class and then you see a girl just going through menstruation, and then others are there laughing at her, and then you feel it inside the heart. So you see, I had to look for something to help them, so that I may feel it in my heart that I have inspired someone, I have made someone to know that they are also important. So it has been a good journey working with girls and teaching them and breaking the silence of menstruation to girls outside there, to know that we are here for them and we cannot move forward when others are being held backwards.
Our aim is to reach to girls, to schools. Okay, we say that every girl matters everywhere, so our aim is to reach to girls everywhere in the world, depending with the client who has bought from us, where or she wants us to take the pads to. Yes, we take to Western, to Kisumu, depending with our client in Nairobi. That's what we do.
Seeing girls out there not being able to manage their periods, it's something that is very bad. So as a sewist here, we make washable pads with a lot of love, care, of course, and every time we make the pads, we distribute them to some of the girls who are in school. Others are single mothers who can't even afford the disposable pad, so it becomes more easier for them and manageable, because they'll not need to buy mboga at the same time you need money for pad. So it has been easier for some of them, as for me here.
Thousands of girls across the country have benefited from the reusable pads. The Real Days for Girls has done several schools outreach to young girls, sensitizing on life skills and reproductive health. Here at Jupiter School in Eastlands, Nairobi, Days for Girls held a forum. Girls are given a bag containing reusable pads and also educate them on how to take care of the pads so that they can last for at least 3 years if properly washed, dried, ironed and stored in clean places.
And we know that millions of girls miss school up to 5 days a month because they do not have products for their periods. So Days for Girls was started about 16 years ago to try to solve the problem of hygiene, the economics, the self-esteem. And so if girls have the kit, they can go to school every day. They can be much more hygienic because the pads, disposable pads, often are full of chemicals. People get infections. They don't have enough. And there are many, many, many big problems with that.
This encourages gender equality by raising awareness with inclusive programs which helps boys understand about women's health, their sexual rights, and also help larger communities support equal opportunity.
So I have used the pads for the past 7 years and it has been an amazing journey. It has been great. I have saved a lot. The pads came when I really had nothing. When I just needed the pads, that's when they came.
These girls, they are going to have confidence in themselves. Menstruation, at times, it may put a girl off, making her not to come to school. At times, the girl is shy because she's afraid she may stain the clothes. But with these washable clothes, they are very, very convenient for the girls. They are going to be confident, and I believe I'm going to have a 100% turn up in school.
Many girls miss out on education because of the period. Almost a half of girls have missed an entire day of school. This leads to around 137,000 girls missing school each year, which could have a lasting impact on a girl's education, especially if days are missed each month.
We have been trying to raise money to be able to support you. So we will continue to do that the best we can and with all of our heart, because we really care about girls and education.
1, 2, 3 from God, 1, 2, 3 for me, and kill to everybody.
Dolly Wilwiki Mbuvi for Hope TV.
Yes.